What's up, y'all? This your boy Lucha guy, and I'm back with another video. This is just me talking about my concerns so far with season 4 of Lucha Underground, and I'm gonna talk a little bit about that pay-per-view called Slammiversary. But first, I'm gonna start off with my concerns with Lucha Underground this season so far. Like what I'm seeing what Impact is doing with Pentagon and I think Sammy Callahan or Jeremiah Crane. This is what we should be getting right now in season 4 of Lucha Underground. We haven't gotten any like extreme edgy backstage promos or Pentagon this season. They've just been lacking a lot of storytelling. A lot haven't been even filled. Like, okay, first off, I'm gonna get into where is Dante Fox for real? Like, they should be even like talking about that. Like, where's because he had obviously like, if he was so mad, he shouldn't have came back out there to help out Mac and Killshot take on the Reptiles and then won the Trios titles. That was the case. If he was so injured or he wanted out of the show, he shouldn't even came back out. Another thing, where's Rey Mysterio? I assume that's him that's tied up at the Matanza's little dungeon thing that he's punching on. I can only assume that's Rey Mysterio. I doubt Rey Mysterio is going to come back, but they should have shown his mask. They show Rey Mysterio's mask, and then let us know that way that, like, Matanza ate him or whatever. He sacrificed him or whatever. And speaking of which, shout out to the Riddler guy. He called this out. There's been a lot of deaths. There's been so many deaths and people coming up missing with sacrifice to the gods. There's been all kind of deaths like Masquerita, Sagrada, and Phoenix and Jeremiah Crane. There's been so many deaths. Eternal Affairs, the feds, all kind of people should be jumping in. And speaking of the cops, I haven't seen this woman at all, Katrina's mom. I just can only assume hopefully she will come back. Because one thing I know a lot of people thought was going to happen was a lot of people are going to be fired. Because we heard there's going to be some budget cuts. A lot of people was like at first, the first 2 episodes, no, there's no budget cuts. The matches are still going on at the same amount. Most wrestlers still came back except for Puma, Ricochet, who's an NXT sexy star, pretty much can't be involved in wrestling. A lot of people thought there was no budget cuts, but I'm starting to see the budget cuts is coming in the fact of like they're not doing any backstage promos hardly. There's been minor backstage promos, but there haven't been that many. So it look like they're screwing us around with the backstage promos as far as like the budget cuts. I do want to see this woman again. I like Katrina's mom. I thought she was good looking. I thought she was a good character. I do think they need to bring her ass back in. Please bring back Katrina's mom. And another thing, she should be concerned with like what's going on with her daughter. Her daughter is now back in her full human form. And then I do want to talk about that. And speaking of which, they've been lacking storyline with that. For Katrina to be back in her human form, why is she so mad at Mil Mortez? Can they haven't explained that? I can only assume because she doesn't need him anymore. Maybe she's looking for love with somebody else. She has, Phoenix is dead. Jeremiah Crane is dead, and that was like as far as her love interest is. I doubt she was ever really into Mil Mortez like that. I think he was just her muscle, handle her dirty work. But she's not into Mil Mortez like that. I think she really likes Phoenix when it all comes down. And the one thing with this is they're at like where Candles is at. This is usually a memorial. It's like somebody's death. So I can only assume what this is. Maybe somebody else is gonna die. They're having so many deaths on this show. Good grief. They really need to pick their ball up because right now Impact Wrestling is still in her shine. Like today I was listening to that JD New York guy and he was just praising Impact away, talking about Slammiversary. He was saying how right now in 2018 there's so much good wrestling going on. He was talking about Impact Wrestling, New Japan, and Ring of Honor. He didn't say a damn thing about Lucha Underground. And one thing I'm noticing with Slammiversary, I seen, look, I'll even show you guys a picture right here. Sorry about that. I'll even show you a picture of what I'm talking about. You see Pentagon, right? You see Jeremiah Crane, you see Cage, you see Phoenix and Johnny Mundo. These are all Lucha Underground talent. So what Lucha Underground is missing up on is they're almost like not using her talent right. I don't know to take that back. They're not. Like, it's not they're misusing her talent. They don't know how to balance out their talent because some of these guys died off the damn show. Jeremiah Crane. Phoenix, they killed them off with the little three-way grave consequences. And these guys are getting buzz right now for Impact Wrestling. And I seen the good fatal four-way with Johnny Mundo and Phoenix and two other guys. They should have been giving us Johnny Mundo versus Phoenix. I don't recall ever seeing that. I'm sure it happened at some point, maybe in season 1, maybe in season 2. But we definitely need to see Johnny Mundo versus Phoenix again in Lucha Underground. Because it looks like Impact Wrestling is getting all the credit from what Lucha Underground was busting their ass off doing. I seen some crazy stuff with like Jeremiah Crane or Sammy Callahan dressed up like Pentagon, trying to take off Phoenix mask. And speaking of which, there's a lot of Lucha Libre fans mad at what they're doing with Sammy Callahan, Jeremiah Crane, trying to remove Pentagon's mask. He did remove Pentagon's mask. He tried to remove Phoenix mask. And then for the people out there, these guys had to give it an okay. Like Jeremiah Crane, Sammy Callahan, he just can't take off a luchador's mask without the luchador giving an approval. Some people saying it would have been a riot in Mexico if that would have happened down there. That's in Mexico. This is like Impact Wrestling. Like Pentagon gave it an okay, so stop. Stop with the over dramatic bullshit. Stop with bashing these promotions and companies. For real. On Lucha Underground cases, it's a TV drama series. But I do want to like talk about Impact Wrestling. I've been getting a lot of requests. I might have to start checking it out. I might have to start doing reviews on it. I mean, because I'm seeing a lot of people like I've seen a lot of people come to my channel talking about Impact Wrestling. So I mean, if this is what you guys want to talk about, then hey, because I try to do movie reviews and nobody was watching that shit. So if I have to start reviewing Impact Wrestling just to get more interest to my channel, more buzz and more views, more subscribers, and yeah, if that's what you guys want, let me know. If you guys want more little Impact Wrestling like chats. I definitely at some point do want to talk about the because I'm mad I missed out on that special. The was it not WrestleCon? Yeah, WrestleCon. They did Impact Wrestling versus Lucha Underground. My channel wasn't around back then. I missed out on that. But I'm here now, so there's more I do want to talk about. I know I'm like, I said I wanted to do State of the Wrestling as far as like what's going on in wrestling. I think Stephanie McMahon, from what I'm hearing, she announced the all women's pay-per-view. It's like, why? Well, Lucha Underground has going on. They are the real women's revolution. And they have less women. Somebody was bringing up how Impact Wrestling right now is putting on better shows than WWE, and they're doing more with a lot less talent. So that just lets you know you don't always need to be signing up every hot act and on the indie scene where WWE did. You don't need to be bringing back legends that was hot back in the day. You don't need to be doing all that. Look what Lucha Underground is doing. They're doing good stuff with what they got. I just wish Lucha Underground would be putting on more. Well, you've been getting like less from backstage promos. I hope that wasn't the big budget cuts that what I was hearing that was going to be taking place. It looked like that is. Because last show, I don't think we had no backstage promos. Antonio Cueto, we haven't seen anything really from him much. They haven't really been showing his office. They haven't shown any cops. They haven't even shown Vampiro and Pentagon chat at all this season. Vampiro haven't even been filmed outside of the temple. He's only been at the announce table. A lot of people are calling him boring. But this is your boy, Lucha Guy. I'm out. I'm going to try to wrap this up. This video don't need to go on that long. I will be back with another Lucha Underground review this week. But I do think, like, if you guys want me to start talking more about Impact Wrestling, then let me know. If there's more, like, other video requests you want me to talk about, then hey, leave the request down below. But this is just me personally, like, in my personal opinion, I'm thinking that, like, we're getting robbed a little bit out of Season 4. Like, I know other seasons, they constantly had a lot of backstage vignettes, a lot of backstage promos, and this season, they haven't been giving us squat. We haven't barely been getting anything. Only on the first episode when it came on, it was showing Antonio Cueto and Agent Winners. I haven't showed Agent Winners again. Like I said, they have no, like, of this woman, no Katrina's mom. They will, I guess, be showing more again of Katrina with Mil Mortez, as you see right here. But they've been a little bit like fidgeting around with giving us backstage promos. And I think that definitely takes up, it's going to take more than just good matches with Lucha Underground. And one thing too, like with Desmond Xavier and Jake Strong, these guys just came out. They haven't given them any video packages on the Lucha Underground channel. It's like, I hope they don't think they can just keep debuting guys and have no kind of character development, no kind of like video packages. You gotta do that. That's how these other guys from season 1 got built up. But this is your boy Lucha Guy, and I am out. And one last thing with the Impact Wrestling. Slammiversary was really good. If anybody out there was trying to, argue that Slammiversary it wasn't that good, or it was more extreme from what I've seen in Extreme Rules. So anybody out there is talking crap, ignore them. Alright, you don't need as much money as WWE to put on a better show. You don't need a bunch of fans in a arena. Because WWE, they got fans out there doing around freaking beach balls and shit. People chatting this is boring and all kind of other garbage. Impact Wrestling, like the crowd was into it. I seen good, like a lot of good matches, a lot of good storytelling from the clips I did see of Slammiversary. I didn't finish the whole show. I will try to catch that later on. But I did see the stuff with Pentagon and Jeremiah Crane. And I wish Lucha Underground would have given us that this season. There's a lot of good crazy stuff. Was Pentagon over there, he's a lot more interesting than what he is right now so far in season 4 of Lucha Underground. But this is your boy Lucha Guy. I'm out. Peace. Later. Hit like and subscribe if you haven't.